for Game 2. Here's the bullet points, my friend Brian Fletcher. Latrell Mitchell returns to replace the suspended Joseph Swali'i. Mitchell has played 7 Origins, but last played 3. Wow. 3 years ago. Dylan Edwards at fullback. He was the primary pick before James Tedesco, so you can maybe understand that. James Tedesco makes way. Connor Watson, he's the big revelation. He comes onto the Judith bench. Mitchell Moses in for Nico Hines at halfback. Is that fair enough, folks? What do you think about that? Cameron Murray comes into the 17 after one game. First up from a spell, Cam McInnes onto the extended bench. Thoughts, Brian?
Well, I don't think there's too many. The fact that Dylan's been picked, Mitchell Moses is picked, Cameron Murray been picked, because if they were fit for Game 1, they were in the squad.
Yep.
So I don't think that's a bit of a shock. Latrell, we've got no Joseph Swali'i, so Latrell comes in. The one is, I think, is Connor Watson. I find that interesting.
Yep.
I thought Cam McInnes did enough.
Yeah.
In Origin 1, especially that first 20, 25 minutes.
Yep.
But by all reports, if he was fit, Connor Watson for Game 1, Madge had him in the squad. So he likes him, and he has been playing. His first 7 rounds, they were flying. He was really, really good. Brings a lot of energy.
Yep.
Can cover 7, 6, 1, has played 1. Obviously can play 9, can play 13.
No, but hang on. This is State of Origin. So what positions he's been on our program a number of times, and he is one of the most nicest blokes on the planet, Connor Watson. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
He's just, and I can understand how good he is around the team, and his story from where he's been, it's remarkable. But personally, and I'm mates with many involved at New South Wales, but our job's not to be mates and just support whatever they say, right? So, and they appreciate that. In what world is Matt Burton not in this 17 behind Connor Watson? Seriously. Like, James Tedesco would be going back to the Roosters camp. There's a rooster out and there's a rooster in. And it's Teddy going out for Connor.
Yeah.
Like, how does that add up? Seriously.
Well, as I mentioned, Madge had him in his squad for round 1 because he was asking
I get
about
that.
his stroke.
I love him as a player.
The way he's going to play, he's going to be a backup hooker for Reece Robson. That's what.
Yeah, okay. Can I run this by you? Like, and I'm not supporting for Teddy, but Teddy's probably having one of his better seasons. If James Tedesco was given the number 14 jersey in this New South Wales side, right? If James Tedesco and Connor, I know they're different positions, went to the open market, it's a landslide for Teddy, right?
Yeah.
If he was given the number 14 jersey, Jerome Luai's played a lot of dummy half in the juniors. So can't Jerome Luai just jump into 9 if we need him?
No way.
No?
Defensively, no.
Really?
No. They'd find him out in a second. As soon as he went in there. That's you can't. I've seen it happen
Okay, well
before.
then riddle me this, Batman. Can Cam McInnes, who was there in the first team, can't he do that?
Yes. That's my question. That was why I thought that Cam McInnes would have been saved somewhere. I understand Cameron Murray, he's a gun. He has to be in the squad somewhere. At 13, yes, well there you go. But then we've got Isaiah Yeo, who can play a little bit in the middle. You can't put Jerome Luai in at 9.
What, not for 10 minutes?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
You can't. It's not in the middle. No.
So Appy,
I don't think he could handle it.
Appy won a comp with Madge.
Appy's another one.
What's Appy done?
I don't know what's happened there. I don't know what's happened with Appy.
He's not clapping along if you're Appy, is he?
No.
Right now?
No. But I think it's a better team than Game 1. I think this squad is a better team than Origin 1. The fact that Connor Watson is in there, I don't know how many minutes he's going to get.
As I said, Brian, I love Connor Watson. And every NRL team that I could coach, I would have him in the team.
But you want Burton at 17?
Oh, mate, Burton's got to be there.
I'd have Cam McInnes before Burton.
Burton went within a pimple of getting a Clive Churchill in the grand final as a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
But where are you going to put him on? Where's he going to go if there's not an injury? Where are you going to play Birdo? Is it a bit like when Nico played last year and he only got the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, but this is the Cobbo situation that Queensland picked in Game 1. We all love that. Like we hammered Freddie for picking Stephen Crichton on the bench a couple of years ago. I mean, I just think we sometimes get too clever. And I text Freddie, and he'll endorse this. We picked Pangai Jr. last year. I said, I'm here, we're picking Pangai. Well, that was not, and I don't I just don't think we've got this right. And,
Okay.
and you know what, Brian? The world's very quick to say, I told you that we got this right and told you I got this wrong. As long as you come out before the fact and say this,
Okay.
for me, Mitch Barnett should be in the team.
Front row,
Yes.
starting.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Isaiah Yeo should be starting. We've got no ball players in the back row
We don't need ball players starting.
But still, he should be
That's
our
our
captain
problem.
and starting.
Yeah.
He should be, and Burton is in the best 17. He is in the best 17. He was at Penrith through all that success. He's at Canterbury. They're having more success.
I have heard Madge say on numerous times we've got a certain way we're going to play. That went out the window after 7 minutes, game one. We had, because we were scrambling. And
but hang on.
this is a way we're going to play.
Okay, in what sport, anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
like the justification for Turbo, Jake Turbo, only playing 23 minutes for 4 runs, whatever the case may be. In what sport, regardless of what happened, is your captain not a priority to get back on the field?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, get off the fence. What do you think?
What do you mean?
Would Jake and Connor be in your 17, New South Wales 17?
Connor, yes. Jake, no.
Connor would be in your New South Wales 17?
Yep.
Okay,
On the bench. On the bench.
What does Michael Maguire think on picking Latrell Mitchell? Seems an obvious pick and the kid's flying. Let's have a listen to this.
He's playing great footy, and I think everyone can see that, and we don't need to dig into that. It's more around, and he himself, he's got a smile on his face. I went out and watched him play, and he's got a lot of spirit about what he's doing, and I think that's resonates to his footy. We all know he's a very talented, world-class player, and he's showing that, and especially in the last month. I think that's probably the piece that I saw. Especially over the last month, he was growing towards what we know Latrell can do. So, getting Latrell back in, I'm sure the boys will feel the confidence around that. But also, too, he knows he's just got to play his part for the team. We've got the 17 players that we've picked, and he'll play his part just along with everyone else.
Okay, I'd love a challenge. Well, that's fair enough, and everyone agreed. He has to be in the team. He's caught fire at the moment, and really, it's Bradman Best or him or Burton, but he's got to be there.
Who?
No,
Latrell.
Yeah, no one's arguing that. He's going to be marking Val. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Michael Maguire on Connor Watson.
Look, I had a really good close look at Connor in the first Origin, actually. He's reminds me a bit of a Craig Wing. He can play pretty well anywhere on the field. He'd probably jump in the front row if he needed to. He's just got a lot of energy. He can play a lot of different positions. He's sort of like the perfect 14, really. I'd be comfortable to put him anywhere on the field. He's shown that throughout his career, and he's probably had a bit of bad luck over time just with the way his career's gone, but it was a really good conversation to have with Connie yesterday, and you could feel that when he was sort of talking, like everyone wants to play Origin, and he's really excited, and I know that he can come in and fill many different roles for us if need be.
The best thing about Connor Watson is his energy. When he comes on, when he's at the Chooks, he lifts everyone. A bit like when Spencer comes off and just goes bang, bang.
Yeah.
He's quite quick. Someone said here, what did he say here? You're off your head, Fletch, if you don't think Luai can play 9. He's a better defender than Watson. That's from Jason. I disagree with you, Jason, wholeheartedly.
Brian, the thing is, right, and I hope the listeners agree with this. I love Connor Watson and in the company he's been with us, and I love Madge and the assistant coaches there. But my job's to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into agendas.
No.
So my job
Tiffany?
is Tiffany genders. My job is to say what we really think.
Yeah.
That's what I think we're paid to do, no matter how you offend people. And I don't believe that we have picked. I think we've got a couple of mistakes in the team.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
I don't think so. Well, I'm a bit different because I think this team can do a job.
Yep.
I thought, as I mentioned before, we've got more strike power here. That was our worry before game one. We thought, I can see how we're going to play. We don't have many points in us. We do have points now. Whether or not they come off, like Latrell, we've got Mitch Moses, who can be very, very good. We saw the flick pass, his kicking game and stuff. But sometimes they're high risk plays. But we need points.
Yep.
We're not going to beat them by scoring. If we score 12 points, we've got to score 22, 24 to beat this.
I'll tell you what we do need to do. We need to share the kicking duty because if you watch Parramatta, they work to the right-hand side, they go back to the middle, and then the last play, they go to the tram lines. Mitchell Moses has got 4 people on his outside. He puts up a kick, and the reason that he puts the kick up on the tram line, it means the winger has to come up. Trent Robinson, very, very cleverly, if anyone noticed it, was he would push an extra player. They were so wedded to going to that side that he was pushing an extra play from the open side to make the centre, which started off being Jennings, become a virtual winger, which allowed Tupu to go back and take the catch. If you watch the 2 games prior, Jacob Kiraz was caught up in the line. The one time he wasn't, he goes back. Mitchell Moses saw he was back, ran it, and they scored through Will Penasini. The game before, Mulatalo, he was caught up in the line the whole time, so Kennedy had to take every take.
Yep.
So Robbo was too smart. He pushed him over. It allowed Tupu to go back, and that gives you the pass option back to the middle of the play to Tedesco. So if Billy's been watching any of that,
that's the way Parramatta play.
That's how they play.
That's
So what I'm saying is, if you're New South Wales, you cannot be 90% kicking with Mitchell Moses. Luai has got to take a big share of that.
Yeah. Luai does those attacking kicks really well.
Yeah.
Short kicking game. I think Mitchell's just going to be, once we get a quick play the ball,
Bush.
which is what I thought was going to happen in game one.
He's playing good.
Which is what I thought was going to happen in game one. The team we picked, I thought, I can see what we're going to do. We're going to kick long, and we're going to bash Reece Walsh.
Yep.
We bashed Reece,
Yeah.
but our kicking game was disgraceful.
Yeah, okay. Plenty of text coming through. A lot of text saying, let's talk about both teams. We are going to talk about both teams. That's New South Wales done and dusted. We'd love your thoughts on that. We've got our views on Queensland as well. Harsh maybe, but our job is...
No, well, I'm on them. I'm a true blue.
Yeah, you're a true blue.
I just found out my number's 149. I'm getting a tattoo.
Brian...
Me and Reptile.
I was conceived, I think, in the back of a car in Queensland, so I am impartial.
You're one of them.
I'm impartial.
You're one of those
and
people.
I've been diplomatic about it all.
Born in New South Wales, but go for Queensland.
Yes, anyway.
Why don't you and Matty Johns hang out?
Yeah, Sat's coming up a little bit later on as well.
And Matty.
1300 01 1170. Do you want the truth?
I want
or do you want the bias?
Where's Tasman?
You can't handle the bias.
I want Tasman.
Slater's made 2 changes. Selwyn Cobbo, Jermaine Hopgood are out due to rest/injury. Now, Felice Kafusi and Kurt Cape will come onto the Judith bench. 2017 Wally Lewis medalist Dane Gagai, Origin Dane's back. He's named as 18th man. Hylam Lukey, Trent Liero. There's a good little win for the Melbourne Storm back rower. He's on the extended bench. And the big news, Reece Walsh returns at fullback. Brian.
Yes. The Selwyn thing's strange. Billy sort of was saying, he needs a rest. He's got a little few injuries, but do you think the game on Friday night sort of Billy saw a few things? He was a little bit off. Yeah,
no complacency for Billy. Here's what Billy himself has to say about the Cobbo omission.
Selwyn's just not quite 100% at the moment. He's been playing, with injections and that sort of stuff, and collective with a few things that he would like to work on in his game. We just thought it was best for Selwyn to have a rest, and the Broncos have got the bye this week, and I'm pretty sure if the Broncos were playing, that Selwyn wouldn't be playing for the Broncos. So I just felt that this was the best thing for him personally and the best thing for the team.
I've not heard this audio, Brian, but Billy Slater was asked apparently about the form of hammer at fullback. But for me, if you can have John Lennon and Paul McCartney in the same band, you're doing it. Here's what Billy had to say about Reece Walsh and the hammer.
Reece is Queensland's fullback right now. Hammer's Queensland centre right now, and I saw a fair bit of form in his preparation, Reece, and looking forward to helping him go after that preparation again.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, play the Oscar music, please. I've had enough of this.
Okay.
Let's move on.